Book Summary of Trump. Part 1. The Early Years and Foundations of Trump's Success. Donald J. Trump is one of the most influential and controversial figures in modern American history. His rise from a wealthy real estate heir to a global business mogul and eventually the 45th President of the United States is a story filled with ambition, strategic decision-making, and an unshakable confidence in his brand. This book delves deep into his life, examining his upbringing, business empire, and political career. In Part 1, we explore his early years, family background, and the foundational principles that shaped his business acumen and persona. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, to Fred and Mary Trump. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer who built affordable housing in New York City. Fred's business focused on middle-class apartment complexes in Brooklyn and Queens, laying the foundation for the Trump family's wealth. His strict work ethic and disciplined business approach had a significant influence on young Donald. Fred believed in hard work, risk-taking, and strategic expansion, principles that Donald would later adopt and amplify in his career. Trump grew up in a privileged yet strict household. His father emphasized competition and winning, instilling in him a strong drive to succeed. His mother, Mary, played a more nurturing role but also upheld the values of discipline and presentation, which later influenced Trump's public image. As a child, Trump displayed a strong personality, often getting into trouble for his rebellious nature. To instill discipline, his parents sent him to the New York Military Academy at the age of 13. This experience was transformative, teaching him leadership, discipline, and competitiveness. At the academy, Trump excelled in both academics and athletics, distinguishing himself as a commanding figure among his peers. The rigorous environment helped shape his ability to assert dominance and demand respect, traits that would define his business dealings and political career. After military school, Trump attended Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied economics and real estate. Wharton provided him with formal business education, but Trump himself later emphasized that his real learning came from working alongside his father. He was particularly interested in large-scale deals, branding, and leveraging debt to maximize growth. Upon graduating in 1968, Trump joined his father's real estate business, Elizabeth Trump & Son. He quickly sought to expand beyond the affordable housing market, setting his sights on Manhattan. At the time, Manhattan real estate was dominated by old money families, and Trump saw an opportunity to break into this exclusive market. One of his first major projects was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt in 1976. This deal showcased Trump's ability to negotiate tax abatements and partnerships, a strategy that would become a hallmark of his business career. By securing a 40-year tax break from New York City and partnering with the Hyatt Corporation, Trump transformed the struggling hotel into a major success. Trump understood early on that success in real estate was not just about owning buildings but about creating a brand. He wanted his name to be synonymous with luxury and prestige. The launch of Trump Tower in 1983 was a pivotal moment in his career. Located on Fifth Avenue, Trump Tower became a symbol of wealth, attracting high-profile tenants and establishing Trump as a force in Manhattan's elite circles. Trump's marketing instincts were impeccable. He positioned himself as a bold risk-taker, using the media to his advantage. By giving exclusive interviews, making grand promises, and maintaining a flamboyant persona, he cultivated an image of success. The media fascination with Trump further fueled his brand, making him a household name beyond the real estate industry. With the success of Trump Tower, Donald Trump began expanding into casinos, resorts, and residential properties. He acquired the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, along with other major properties, using a combination of high-risk financing and aggressive deal-making. While these moves brought enormous wealth, they also exposed Trump to financial vulnerabilities, leading to a series of near bankruptcies in the 1990s. His ability to recover from financial troubles became a key part of his narrative. Whether through renegotiating debts, leveraging media attention, or finding new sources of capital, Trump repeatedly demonstrated resilience in the face of setbacks. The early years of Donald Trump's life laid the foundation for his future success. From his father's teachings to his experiences in military school and his early ventures in real estate, he developed a keen understanding of branding, risk-taking, and media influence. Part 2 will delve into his expansion into different industries, the financial ups and downs of his empire, and how he navigated the changing economic landscape of the 1990s and early 2000s. Part 2, Expansion, Challenges, and Reinvention. Donald Trump's rise in the real estate world was fueled by his ambition and ability to capitalize on opportunities. As he established himself as a major player in Manhattan, he set his sights on even larger projects, expanding his brand into new industries. However, the rapid expansion came with its own challenges. The late 1980s and early 1990s saw Trump facing financial difficulties, forcing him to rethink his strategies and rebuild his empire. This phase of his life was characterized by high-stakes deals, legal battles, and a relentless pursuit of success. Following the success of Trump Tower, he continued to develop luxury properties across New York and beyond. The Trump Plaza, Trump Park Avenue, and Trump World Tower were among the premium real estate projects that reinforced his brand as synonymous with luxury. His developments weren't just about buildings, they were about making a statement. His golden branding and extravagant designs made his properties desirable for high-profile clients and investors. He was highly strategic in securing tax abatements, negotiating high-value partnerships, and ensuring that his properties stood out as iconic landmarks. Seeing an opportunity in the casino business, Trump expanded into Atlantic City, which was becoming a gambling hub. He opened Trump Plaza, Trump Castle, and later, the Grand Trump Taj Mahal, which he called the eighth wonder of the world. His casinos were extravagant, drawing in celebrities and high rollers. However, the financing behind these projects was heavily reliant on debt, and as the economy slowed down, the profitability of his casinos came under threat. The Atlantic City ventures played a crucial role in his career, showcasing both his bold risk-taking approach and the vulnerabilities in his business model. The late 1980s and early 1990s were some of the most turbulent years in Trump's business career. His high-leverage strategy, which relied on borrowing large sums of money, backfired when the real estate market faced a downturn. The Trump Organization was burdened with billions in debt. Several of his properties, including the Trump Taj Mahal, Trump Plaza Hotel, and the Plaza Hotel in New York, faced serious financial difficulties. Creditors began pressuring him, and there was a real risk that he would lose control of his empire. Rather than admitting defeat, Trump focused on renegotiating his debts. He persuaded banks to restructure his loans, extending deadlines and lowering interest rates. His skill in deal-making and his ability to leverage his brand allowed him to retain control of some key properties despite financial difficulties. While he had to sell assets, including his yacht, airline, and a portion of his stake in the Trump Taj Mahal, he managed to navigate through the crisis without complete financial ruin. His personal resilience and strategic thinking helped him recover, and by the late 1990s, he was regaining financial stability. A key factor in Trump's resurgence was his ability to reinvent himself as a media personality. Realizing that his name had immense value beyond real estate, he leveraged his fame to explore new business ventures. He published books, gave motivational speeches, and expanded the Trump brand into various industries, including merchandise, golf courses, and entertainment. The launch of The Apprentice in 2004 was a game-changer for his public persona. The show, in which contestants competed for a position in his company, portrayed him as a tough, no-nonsense business mogul, further solidifying his brand. His signature phrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon. Trump's ability to capitalize on his brand extended into licensing deals. Rather than owning every property outright, he licensed the Trump name to buildings and projects worldwide, collecting royalties without bearing financial risks. This strategy allowed him to expand internationally, with Trump-branded buildings appearing in cities like Dubai, Istanbul, and Manila. The Trump Organization also expanded into golf courses, with Trump acquiring and developing high-end golf resorts in the US and abroad. His properties catered to luxury clients, reinforcing his status as a businessman associated with opulence. Despite his success in reinventing his brand, Trump continued to face legal battles and controversies. His business dealings often involved lawsuits, contract disputes, and public feuds. Some of his ventures, like Trump University, faced allegations of fraud, leading to legal settlements. His critics argued that his success was built on aggressive tactics, leveraging his name rather than building sustainable businesses. However, his supporters admired his ability to navigate challenges, continuously rebuild, and maintain a high-profile presence in the business world. By the early 2000s, Donald Trump had transformed himself from a businessman facing financial collapse to a global brand recognized beyond real estate. His understanding of marketing, media, and branding allowed him to stay relevant and continuously evolve. He had successfully positioned himself as a symbol of wealth and power, setting the stage for his entry into politics. Part 3. The Political Rise and Presidential Campaign. Donald Trump's transition from a business magnate to a political figure was gradual but strategic. He had long been a prominent public figure, known for his bold personality, outspoken views, and ability to command media attention. His political aspirations were hinted at for decades, but it wasn't until 2015 that he formally entered the race for the presidency. This phase of his life marked a shift from business dominance to political power, bringing both unprecedented support and fierce opposition. Trump's interest in politics was not new. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, he frequently commented on political affairs, economic policies, and America's global position. He was known to switch party affiliations multiple times, registering as a Republican, Democrat, and even considering a third-party candidacy at different points. His views often revolved around trade, immigration, and military strength. His criticism of U.S. trade policies and foreign relations with China, Japan, and Mexico was consistent, emphasizing the idea that America was being taken advantage of on the global stage. In 1999, he briefly explored a presidential run with the Reform Party but eventually withdrew. Despite this, he remained a media personality who engaged in political debates, appearing on talk shows and offering commentary on U.S. policies. His celebrity status allowed him to voice his opinions on national television, making him a recognizable figure beyond business circles. The political landscape of 2015 was ripe for disruption. The American public was deeply divided on issues such as immigration, trade, and national security. Economic dissatisfaction, distrust in traditional politicians, and a growing demand for outsider leadership created an environment where a candidate like Trump could thrive. He officially announced his candidacy for the Republican nomination on June 16, 2015, at Trump Tower in New York City. His speech was direct, unconventional, and controversial, immediately making headlines worldwide. He focused on themes of economic revival, job creation, strong border security, and America's declining global influence. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," resonated with a large portion of the electorate who felt neglected by the political establishment. His campaign style was markedly different from traditional politicians. He avoided scripted speeches, instead opting for direct, unscripted, and often provocative statements that fueled media coverage. His use of social media, particularly Twitter, allowed him to communicate directly with millions of supporters, bypassing traditional news outlets. During the Republican primaries, Trump faced a crowded field of seasoned politicians, including Jeb Bush, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, and John Kasich. Despite lacking political experience, his dominance in debates, ability to control narratives, and unfiltered rhetoric allowed him to quickly emerge as the frontrunner. His attacks on opponents were often personal and aggressive, but they kept him in the headlines and solidified his image as a political outsider who was unafraid to challenge the establishment. Trump's stance on immigration became a defining issue of his campaign. He promised to build a wall along the US-Mexico border to curb illegal immigration, claiming that the current system was failing American workers. His speeches often focused on job losses, crime, and national security, themes that resonated with a broad section of voters who felt ignored by traditional politicians. He also took a hard stance on trade, vowing to renegotiate NAFTA and impose tariffs on countries he believed were exploiting the US economy. His critics dismissed him as a populist with no real policy knowledge, but his supporters saw him as a fearless leader willing to say what others wouldn't. He branded himself as a successful businessman who could fix the country's economic problems, using his business empire as proof of his capabilities. His celebrity status helped him draw massive crowds to rallies, and his ability to energize his base was unmatched. The Republican National Convention in July 2016 confirmed Trump as the party's nominee, an outcome that stunned many political analysts. His opponent in the general election was Hillary Clinton, a former First Lady, U.S. Senator, and Secretary of State. The 2016 election was one of the most divisive and controversial in U.S. history. Clinton represented the Democratic establishment, while Trump positioned himself as the anti-establishment candidate fighting against Washington's corruption and elitism. The campaign was marked by scandals, controversies, and intense debates. Trump faced criticism over his business dealings, tax returns, and past remarks about women. Clinton, on the other hand, was embroiled in the email scandal and faced scrutiny over her handling of national security. The media played a crucial role in shaping public perception, with Trump receiving relentless coverage due to his unorthodox campaign style. Despite being outspent and facing opposition from both Democrats and some Republicans, Trump maintained his momentum. His rallies continued to draw massive crowds, and his messaging focused on jobs, economic growth, and draining the swamp in Washington. His ability to connect with blue-collar workers, rural voters, and those disillusioned with the political system helped him secure key swing states. On November 8, 2016, Donald Trump achieved a historic victory, winning the Electoral College and becoming the 45th President of the United States. His victory shocked political experts and pollsters who had predicted a Clinton win. His ability to defy expectations, mobilize non-traditional voters, and dominate media narratives proved to be a winning formula. Part 4. The Trump Presidency, Policies, Achievements, and Controversies. Donald Trump's presidency, which began on January 20, 2017, marked one of the most polarizing and eventful periods in American political history. His administration prioritized an America First agenda, aiming to overhaul trade policies, tighten immigration laws, deregulate industries, and reduce international commitments. While his supporters saw him as a strong leader who disrupted traditional politics and revived the economy, his critics viewed his leadership as divisive, chaotic, and at times authoritarian. This phase of his career was defined by major policy changes, significant legal battles, and an impeachment inquiry. One of Trump's key domestic policies was tax reform. In December 2017, he signed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act into law, which provided significant tax cuts for corporations and lowered individual tax rates. The reform was praised by businesses and investors, as it aimed to stimulate economic growth and job creation. However, critics argued that it disproportionately benefited the wealthy and increased the national deficit. The stock market experienced substantial gains during his presidency, reflecting investor confidence, but wage growth and wealth inequality remained contentious issues. Deregulation was another major focus of the Trump administration. He rolled back numerous environmental, financial, and labor regulations, arguing that reducing government intervention would spur economic growth. His administration withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, citing that the accord placed unfair burdens on American businesses while benefiting foreign competitors. While industries such as coal and oil welcomed these changes, environmentalists warned that reversing climate policies could have long-term consequences. One of Trump's most controversial policies was his stance on immigration. His administration enforced strict border control measures, including the construction of a border wall along the US-Mexico border. The zero-tolerance policy led to the separation of migrant families, sparking nationwide protests and legal challenges. His attempt to ban travel from several predominantly Muslim countries faced multiple court battles before being upheld by the Supreme Court in 2018. Supporters argued that these measures enhanced national security, while critics condemned them as xenophobic and inhumane. On foreign policy, Trump sought to reshape America's global relationships. He adopted an aggressive stance on China, launching a trade war that resulted in tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods. His administration renegotiated NAFTA, resulting in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which aimed to modernize trade rules and strengthen American manufacturing. His approach to international diplomacy was unconventional, often favoring direct engagement with world leaders. He became the first sitting U.S. president to meet with a North Korean leader, holding summits with Kim Jong-un in an effort to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. However, substantial progress was limited, and tensions persisted. Trump's relationship with NATO and U.S. allies was tumultuous. He frequently criticized member nations for not contributing enough to defense spending and threatened to reduce America's commitment to the alliance. His withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal and shifting policies in the Middle East sparked further debates on America's role in global stability. While his supporters admired his willingness to challenge diplomatic norms, critics feared that his unpredictable decision-making could weaken international alliances. The Trump administration was also marked by numerous scandals and legal battles. The Mueller investigation, launched to examine Russian interference in the 2016 election, dominated headlines for much of his presidency. Although it did not establish collusion between Trump's campaign and Russia, it highlighted instances of obstruction of justice and raised concerns about foreign influence in American elections. Trump dismissed the investigation as a witch hunt, rallying his base against what he called the deep state. His presidency took a historic turn when he became the third U.S. president to be impeached. In December 2019, the House of Representatives impeached him on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, following allegations that he pressured Ukraine to investigate political rival Joe Biden. The Senate trial resulted in his acquittal, as Republican senators largely supported him. The impeachment process further deepened the country's political divide, with Trump using the ordeal to galvanize his supporters ahead of the 2020 election. Trump's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic became a defining issue of his presidency. The virus, which emerged in late 2019, led to a global health crisis, economic downturns, and widespread disruptions. His administration's response was heavily scrutinized, with critics arguing that he downplayed the severity of the virus, mismanaged resources, and politicized public health measures. His supporters, however, praised Operation Warp Speed, which accelerated vaccine development and distribution, leading to the rapid rollout of COVID-19 vaccines by the end of 2020. As the 2020 election approached, Trump faced mounting challenges, including racial justice protests following the death of George Floyd, economic instability due to the pandemic, and a highly polarized political climate. Despite these obstacles, he maintained strong support among his base, emphasizing law and order, economic recovery, and opposition to the political establishment. The election, held on November 3, 2020, resulted in a victory for Joe Biden, but Trump refused to concede, alleging widespread voter fraud without substantive evidence. The post-election period saw Trump challenge the results through legal battles and public statements, culminating in the January 6, 2021, Capitol riot, where his supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol to disrupt the certification of Biden's victory. The events led to his second impeachment, making him the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. He was again acquitted by the Senate, but the incident significantly impacted his political legacy. Part 5. Post-Presidency, Political Influence, and Legacy. After leaving the White House on January 20, 2021, Donald Trump entered a new phase of his career that continued to shape American politics. His post-presidency was marked by legal battles, continued political activism, and speculation about a potential return to the presidency. Despite leaving office, he remained one of the most influential figures in the Republican Party, solidifying his position as a leader of the conservative movement. One of the first major events of Trump's post-presidency was his impeachment trial in early 2021. Following the January 6 Capitol riot, the House of Representatives impeached him for a second time on charges of incitement of insurrection. The Senate trial, however, resulted in his acquittal, as most Republican senators voted against conviction. This acquittal allowed him to remain eligible to run for office again, fueling speculation about a potential 2024 presidential bid. Despite his defeat in the 2020 election, Trump continued to claim that the election was stolen due to widespread voter fraud, though no substantial evidence supported these claims. His rhetoric on election integrity led to a wave of new voting laws in Republican-led states, aimed at tightening voting regulations. His influence over the Republican Party was evident as many GOP leaders aligned themselves with his policies and endorsements, fearing backlash from his loyal base. Trump's presence in the political landscape remained strong through his rallies, speeches, and endorsements. His rallies continued to draw large crowds, with many of his supporters believing he was the rightful president. He actively endorsed candidates in the 2022 midterm elections, favoring those who backed his claims of election fraud and supported his America First agenda. While some of his endorsed candidates achieved success, others struggled, leading to internal debates within the Republican Party about the future direction of conservatism. Beyond politics, Trump faced multiple legal challenges in both civil and criminal cases. Investigations into his business dealings, tax records, and the handling of classified documents became central topics in media coverage. Lawsuits related to his involvement in the Capitol riot, as well as allegations of financial misconduct, further complicated his post-presidency period. Despite these legal hurdles, he remained defiant, portraying the investigations as politically motivated attacks against him and his supporters. One of the most anticipated questions of Trump's post-presidency was whether he would run for office again in 2024. In November 2022, he officially announced his candidacy, seeking a second term in the White House. His campaign focused on themes similar to his previous runs: border security, economic revival, law and order, and opposition to what he described as a corrupt political establishment. His announcement triggered a highly competitive Republican primary race, with both loyalists and challengers vying for control of the party's future. Trump's media presence remained a key factor in his influence. After being banned from major social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook in early 2021, he launched his own platform, Truth Social, as an alternative for his supporters to engage with his messaging. This move reflected his ongoing battle against what he described as big tech censorship. His ability to dominate media narratives, even without traditional platforms, showcased his unparalleled influence in modern American politics. His foreign policy stances and global impact also remained a point of discussion. Many of his policies, including the withdrawal from international agreements, tough trade policies on China, and reshaping US alliances, continued to shape diplomatic discussions. While some of his decisions were reversed by the Biden administration, others remained in place, highlighting the lasting impact of his presidency. As 2024 approached, Trump's role in the Republican Party and his potential electoral success became a focal point of national discourse. While some Republicans sought to move beyond Trump's influence, others saw him as the party's best hope for reclaiming power. The divide within the GOP between traditional conservatives and Trump loyalists became a defining feature of the political landscape. Trump's legacy is one of both significant achievements and deep controversies. Supporters credit him with reshaping the Republican Party, prioritizing economic growth, deregulation, and strengthening America's global standing. Critics, on the other hand, argue that his presidency deepened political divisions, undermined democratic institutions, and set dangerous precedents in governance. Regardless of perspective, his impact on American politics is undeniable. As history continues to evaluate his tenure and post-presidency influence, Donald Trump remains a dominant figure in US politics. His ability to mobilize supporters, challenge conventional political norms, and defy expectations ensures that his influence will be felt for years to come. Whether he succeeds in a political comeback or not, his imprint on American society is firmly established, making him one of the most consequential leaders in modern history. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for your time.